Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. In this video I'm sharing with you guys just some of the things that I'm doing to take care of myself and to stay grounded during these uncertain times. I was inspired to record this video after watching Dr. Kamani's video called Fasten Your Seatbelt, a survival plan for Black women in uncertain times. And then also with the unhinged chaos surrounding President Trump. It seems like every day since he has taken office, there has been changes after changes, changes after changes, until it's just taken a lot of us. Well, I don't want to say completely by surprise, because the things that he's doing, he actually said that he was going to do these things. So, but it is causing fear and panic in a lot of us here. So, what I thought I would do is just to again just share with you guys some of the things that I'm doing to make sure that I just take care of my overall health, my overall well-being, that was inspired by these two things, as well as other things that tends to happen outside of our control. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. And oh yes, by the way, I'm going to include a link to Dr. Kamani's video in the description section of this video. So with that said, let's get started. Oh yes, before I get started, if you're new here, I'm Allison, and on the video I provide holistic health and wellness practical tips for Black women over the age of 50 to empower them to take action to live the life that they desire and deserve, obtain optimal health, and also age gracefully. So with that said, let's get started with just some of the things that I am actually doing, or I will continue to do, or even amp these things up to just not only survive during these uncertain times, but also thrive and just to stay on track with all of my focus and things that and plans that I have for my life. So with that said, let's get started. Oh yes, and by the way, I do have a few notes here to help me stay on track so this video can be short. And please like this video, that way others can see this video. And as I mentioned, Dr. Kamani's video came up in my feed and it was very inspirational to me. So I want to do the same thing to really just empower Black women, especially Black women over the age of 50, to just take care of themselves during these uncertain times, as well as any other time in their lives. So let's get started. Okay, the number one thing that I am going to do is to really continue with my daily wellness and self-care routine. Every day I start my day off with movement. I also do prayer and meditation. So one of the things that I am going to continue to do throughout this challenging time, an uncertain time, is to continue with my daily wellness routine. The second thing that I'm going to do, which is again something that's a part of my daily routine, is to continue with my daily gratitude journaling. That is to find at least 3 to 4 things, if not more, that I'm grateful for every single day. When all of this again crazy stuff is going on, it is very vital that we look around us. There's always something for us to be grateful for. So the number 2 thing on my list is to continue with my daily gratitude journaling. The next thing that I'm going to do, and I actually started this some time ago, I really don't watch a lot of news. I stopped maybe like a couple of years ago. I do stay informed. However, I listen to um, I listen to News and Talk Radio. There's a radio station here in Atlanta called News and Talk 1380, and it's geared toward the black community. A lot of the radio announcers on there, I really do like them, and I trust the information that I'm being provided. I also um, watch, not watch, but read maybe news from the BBC. Um, I also maybe watch other YouTube channels like Don Lemon. He's recently he has his own YouTube channel. I trust the information that he's providing. I also watch Roland Martin and Joy Reid. So these are just a few ways that I am staying informed without watching um, the local news. A lot of them, especially now, they are just um, changing their course, and they're changing it in the direction that that's not the direction that I want to go in my life. And even with those that I do follow and I do trust, I try to limit just how much information that I'm taking in. So the number 3 thing that on my list is to just not watch the news. Try to find reliable sources that I get my information from, and just to stay informed. But even with those, I try to limit how much information that I am taking in, just to protect my overall my health and my wellness. Because again, their job is to report. The next thing that I'm doing is to continue with setting and adjusting my boundaries. Um, this is important regardless of whatever's going on outside of us. It is very important that we set boundaries, and that's even with ourselves. It doesn't really have to do with anything that's going on outside of us. Is to just set boundaries with ourselves and with others. So that's the 4th thing on my list. And then also to stay in community with other people, other like-minded people, just to check in with them to see how they're doing. Um, this also helps. This also helps me by helping other people, but just stay in community with other like-minded people. And so yeah, that's it. That's the next thing on my list. And I guess I should have said this first. Also, just accepting what is, accepting that some of these things that's going on is just outside of my control. I not only when it comes to the presidential election, I not only voted, but I also volunteered, and I worked for the Harris campaign. I did everything that I possibly could do to get her in office, and it didn't turn out the way that I would have liked for it to turn out. So, but I had to accept this is what it is, and this is where we are in this country. So the next thing here on my list is just accept it. It is what it is, but it's not gonna kill me. The next thing on my list is to I've been doing this for quite some time, but to continue with my family research. I've been researching my family lineage since 2016, and doing my research, I found out so much about my ancestors, and in fact, I was able to find a picture of my great grandparents that were born during slavery. So they were in, they were enslaved. One was born in 1860. The other one was born in 1863. So I have actual picture of them. I'm going to try to include that picture of them somewhere on this video. But just looking at what they possibly went through and what we're going through right now is no comparison. And even though those that are maybe in power, maybe that's what their intents are, is to maybe take us back during that time, but we're not going back there. I'm not, and I believe we're not as a people, not just people that look like me, but we're not just going to go back during that time. But just reading the information just about my family, my ancestors, and everything that they had to go through serve as a reminder of how far that we have come, and all the blood that they shed for us, for me to be at this point in my life, for my family to be at this point in our lives, for so that in itself is empowering in some kind of sense, and it keeps me grounded to let me know that I come from a lineage of people that are not only survivors, they are thrivers. So again, this on my list is to stay empowered through my research on my family lineage and all the hard work and sacrifice that my ancestors have made for me to be here. The next thing that I plan on doing is to reduce or stop shopping with brands that have decided that they no longer want to empower and recognize people who not only look like me, but it's everywhere. It's everyone except like non-white men that are in the prime of their lives. A lot of these major corporations have decided that they're no longer going to continue with some of their diversity programs. And what a lot of people don't understand when they hear DEI, they confuse and they think it's just all about black people. DEI is everyone except maybe white men that are in the prime of their lives, and either say a white man that's elderly, or that person is a veteran, then that person becomes a part of a diverse group. So yeah, so back to what I was saying, just some of the companies that I was maybe shopping with at one time or another, there are some that I'm just gonna just stop giving them my money, and there are some that I might have to. There's certain products and things that are essential for my home or even for myself, and if I can't find a black-owned business that produces that product or service, then there are some companies that I will probably have to go and get essential products and things from, and I'm okay with that. But I plan on just reducing or stop doing business with organizations and companies that don't want to recognize everyone. And it's not about a handout, it's about all of us being included and having a role in everything. So anyway, let me and you know what, let me stop for a minute, because I'm continuing to go on. I do want to just pause for a second and just get your feedback and get your comments on, with all of these things that's going on recently with the with President Trump taking office, or just even other things, other noise, other things that's going on. What are some of the things that you are doing to make sure that you are taking care of yourself and staying grounded to just eliminate or try to reduce a lot of the noise, a lot of things that's going on around you? Please put it in the comments and let me know just what some of the things that you're doing to just take to just take care of yourself and your family during these times. I would really really appreciate it, because I want to know yeah, what you're doing, and I want to try. I'm not stuck to my list, so I'm looking for other things that I can do to add to my self care during this time. So the next thing that I'm doing is I'm continuing to learn and grow all the goals and things that I have that I want to achieve. I'm still doing those things, and in fact, I want to grow this YouTube channel, so I'm here recording this video. I'm working on becoming a yoga instructor. I want to build my business. I want my husband and I to continue to travel and see the world. So all of those things, all of those goals that I have set for myself prior to the President Trump taking office, those things are still in place. I'm still taking action. I'm still doing all of those things that I need to do to obtain those goals. So nothing changed. I might have to get a little bit more creative with doing some things, and some things have might be impacted, but I haven't stopped. So yes, and just to maybe stay continue to try to stay positive with everything that's going on. Just daily affirmations, and remind myself how powerful I am, and to show myself as much love as possible, as well as my husband, my daughter, my family, my community. Yeah, so just to make sure that I continue to stay positive. And if there are days when I'm off, it's it's too much to be honest with myself and just say, you know what, it's a little heavy day. If I could be a little transparent with you, I work as a substitute teacher sometime, and the other day I was working at a school, and most of the children in the school were Hispanic children, and they're all really young. This is like a pre-K class, and I felt a little sad because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm certain that some of the children in the class are children of parents that might be in this country illegally, and regardless of whatever decision that their parents made, they're still innocent. So that was a little hard on me, and in a sense, just the thought of someone coming in that classroom and taking those babies out of the classroom, that was yeah, I don't want to see that. I really don't. So they're innocent regardless of whatever decisions that their parents made. So I just don't want to have to see children suffer. So, but when I got home and I was like, I'm a little off, then I had to. It's like, oh, okay, this being there with those children, and now usually when I go sub, it's usually like refreshing, to see little children. But yeah, but just checking in with myself. So if it's just too much going on to just stop and 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 breathe and acknowledge this is how you're feeling, and it's okay. So with that said, you know what, I'm gonna wrap this video up because there are other things that I'm doing, and this is just one video. I'm almost certain that this list will change depending on what's going on, or where I am. So this is just one of several videos that are to come, but I did want to record it again, as I mentioned earlier, that I was inspired by Dr. Kamani's video, and it caused me to just reflect on things that I'm doing to survive, not only survive but thrive during this difficult time. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and also in the comments, as I mentioned earlier, please share this video with other women and just other people that are looking for some type of inspiration and motivation to help them just get through these uncertain times. I really appreciate it. And also, please, in the comments, let me know what you're doing to take care of yourself during this time. And two more final things. I did mention that this is one, probably one of many videos as we go along this course. I'll have others, so stay tuned to that. I also have other inspirational videos to just keep you motivated and inspired. I will include the playlist, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And thank you so much for watching, and make sure you take care of yourself. Oh yeah, and drink your water. Bye. Have an awesome day.